what do you whisper in somebody's ear when you're finishing a rear naked choke? Matt Leone.
That's funny. I don't, obviously. I think my comment on there was something about the extended car warranty meme that goes around, right? But yeah, I would rather not hear anything while I'm being strangled. Thank you
Lullabies
very much.
are always my favorite.
Right.
You get in a mood, and it's like, oh, this one's coming on, here it comes, and then, hush, little baby. Say a word.
No, there's a line from like The Hangover where he's trying to like smother the chicken with a pillow or something, and he goes, "Don't struggle." So I think there's been times when Rosie's had me in a choke and she's whispered that. We like that Hangover movie, right? She's like, "Don't struggle." It's perfect for that moment.
That was a good one. And then pull guard or be a man.
Pull guard or be a man. Well, I pull guard all the time nowadays, so I guess I'm opting.
I'm pulling guard.
I'm opting with guard pulling.
I tried to trigger some people with that one. I pull guard too, right? Shooting takedowns, I like doing. It feels good when you get a good blast double on somebody, and you get that flush takedown. But yeah, pulling a guard does not make you not a man. There's a lot of women going, well. Yeah. I don't do I don't pull guard, but right, I shoot takedowns. What does that make me? And stuff. Yeah, went into a whole thing, but lots of reactions on that one. It was good.
The truth is, you gotta have a way to get it to the ground.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, it makes no sense to be an expert at ground fighting, and not have a way to get it to the ground, right? Yeah. But it also makes no sense. If you're talking about, if you're talking about a true expert in ground fighting, it makes no sense to call guard pulling not a way to get it to the ground.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, we would never suggest to like a student in their first year of jiu-jitsu, like, hey, if you ever do get into a fight, pull guard, right? We would never say that, right? We don't say that. But you're also pretty naive to think that like, name a high-level sport jiu-jitsu practitioner, black belt right now. You'd be naive to think that person couldn't pull guard in a bar fight and absolutely mop up. Yeah. Whoever they pull guard on, they could. So if, let's say, hypothetically, you don't have a bunch of judo and wrestling, but you are a killer black belt on the ground, pull guard, bro. Yeah. What are they gonna do? I mean, unless it's multiple people jumping you, whatever, one of those scenarios, weapons, whatever. If it's just a fight, bro, you're fine. I don't care if you're on concrete. I'll be fine.
Yeah. How you pull guard matters also.
You're not jumping.
And don't just sit to your butt. Have something.
Whatever, but the truth is if you're that good, that's something you know that.
Grab an ankle.
You know that already. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, pulling guard is a way to get it to the ground. It's just not what we would suggest anybody do ever in a real fight because concrete is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, pulling guard for sport, you see so many ridiculous things with guard pulls in competitions and everything. There was that one video where they sat down together like 11 times in like a 15-second sequence. And it's like, what the heck is going on here? And it's just both people respected the other person so much that they were like, we are not starting from the feet, and they both kept dropping.
Well, they were also both wanting to be on bottom, so when the other one would come up, they'd come up, or vice versa.
Yeah,
they both was it one of those advantage scenarios where they were trying to get the advantage?
I don't know.
Because there's sport rules where if both people pull guard, whoever comes up on top first gets an advantage. Yeah. So they both pulled, which appears to think
they didn't even like really pull. They
sat. They did like a squat.
They did like a finger touch and sat.
Then squat and then back up. Yeah. Right, I saw that. The silliest looking thing. It literally makes jiu-jitsu look silly.
It does. So there's but yeah. But you see that in striking also, 2 counter strikers. They just back up the whole time.
Yeah, boring. Right?
You can see like 6 strikes the whole fight because nobody wants to throw first.
Lots of feints.
And that's very similar with a guard puller and a wrestler. It's like, who's going to go first? Who's going to...
sometimes, I don't know. I think wrestlers wrestle.
Yeah.
Wrestlers wrestle, bro. If I don't think that's the same as 2 counter punches because a wrestler is not a counter. They're going to wrestle.
You're right.
Right? So a guard puller, really, it's a matter of like, can you sit before they score because of the way the points work. Right.
I was talking to Derek. We were working that yesterday. He's got a couple people from 10th Planet in his bracket. He's just got no-gi.
Oh, cool.
And he struggled a little bit with the triangles in the previous ones.
Defending?
Yeah. Okay. He gets out of a lot of them. He's a big, explosive guy. But Yeah, I was talking about waiting, and I was telling them to get down into a low, stance like you do. That way they can't shoot under, and wait till that contact happens.
Right.
Because if you're shooting from too far away, yeah, they're gonna take it all day long. But wait until they make a decent contact, because then you're in on it.
Right now, you're talking about them shooting it on him because they're
Pulling
going to
guard.
pull. Yeah, they're going to pull.
So getting super low.
Getting super
like
low.
Like what you do with me, getting under your legs when you're super low like that. You're looking for those ankle picks and things.
Yeah, and I'm looking to maybe pull also.
And I'm like, how am I going to get under that? I got to slide underneath you like I'm going into third base trying to get underneath your legs.
I mean, he can anticipate those guys to just kind of do with that video, touch fingers and sit. That's what he can anticipate from them.
So we were talking about doing ankle picks and getting underneath and not letting them get that big pull to get underneath.
And I mean, if he's doing an ankle pick, if that's in his game plan, that would tell me that his goal is to score that quick too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
In which case, his goal would then be for the rest of the match to dominate top,
hang out,
work for pass. Whew, that's a tiring game plan, bro. I've done that game plan before. That's exhausting. I mean. Yeah, you can do that, though.
He's good off of his back also.
He's just not going to be there against those guys. They're going to pull first.
The goal is just not get stuck in guard.
Don't get stuck in that damn rubber guard. Right?
Yeah.
And he does tend, like I've been telling him, get on your feet more. So if he hunkers down, that's kind of right into their wheelhouse, right?
Yep.
So I tell him to avoid the guard like the plague, bro. Combat base, they're going to tangle up his legs too. So,
This one actually came from you. Can a coach build champions that has never competed?